Let's look at this question. 5 children A through E were playing a game. In each round of the game, each child independently picked a digit from 0 to 9. After each of the 5 children had picked a digit, the 5 digits were used to form the largest possible number that can be made with the 5 digits by placing them next to each other. This number is called as the ceiling number of that round. Okay, so from the 5 digits that the 5 kids have picked, they make the largest possible number of 5 digits that can be made. Okay. Uh, After exactly 4 rounds, the child who picked the leftmost digit of the highest ceiling number across the 4 rounds is declared the winner of the game. No child can pick the same number across any 2 rounds. Okay, this is important. Every child will pick different digits in every round. Nobody will pick the same digits across any 2 rounds. The ceiling number of each round are 98511, 75311, 98765, and 76544 in any order. Let me just write down these numbers. I have 98551. I have 75311, 98765, and 7654 and 4. Okay, at this time, are you also able to see that this person, whoever picks this 9, is the winner? Because this is the greatest ceiling number that is getting created. The leftmost digit of this greatest number is 9. So whoever picked this 9 is the winner. This much we know. Okay, it is known that 1, we picked consecutive digits across 4 rounds, but not necessarily in any order. And in none of the rounds did the digit that he picked become the leftmost digit of the ceiling number. Okay, so a quick glance over the numbers will give you the indication that there is no 2 picked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not possible. 2, 3, 4, 5 is not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not possible. Can there be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay. Yes, there can be 3, 4. There is 3 here. There is 4 here. There is 5. There is 6. There is 7. There is 8. Okay. So let me write it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This can work. There can also be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And can there be any other thing? And 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, we are only supposed to look at 4 digits, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I have 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 is not possible because he never got the leftmost digit. Okay. Let's try and fit 3, 4, 5, 6. In this, if 3, 4, 5, 6, if B got 3, where can it get 3? It can only get 3 here. B is here. Then B is here. 5, it can take one of these 2 places, and 6. No, 6 will necessarily be here. And at one of these 2 places, it will get B. Okay, so this is a case that is possible. We will keep it alive. This stays. Can it get 4, 5, 6, 7? So 4, 5, 6. 6 can only come here. 6, 4, 5, 5. Where can it get? 5, it can get. 7, where can it get? It cannot get 7 anywhere now. It cannot get 7 anywhere now because you are told the digit that we picked never became the leftmost digit of the ceiling number, and the 7s that are available now are at the leftmost place. So these 7s are impossible. So this case is impossible. Okay. So let me just remove these B's. Then let's look at 5, 6, 7, 8. If we needed 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 can only be possible here. If 7 is only possible here, now 6 would only be possible here. 8 would only be possible here. Therefore, 5 would only be possible here. So this case is also possible. Fine. Let us keep both these cases alive for the time being. Let's read the next instruction. In each round, the digit B picked was higher than the one that D picked, while in the second round, C and E picked the same digit. Okay, again we can go back to the cases. If in each round the digit that D picked was higher than the one that D picked, this case will now become unacceptable, because in 3, 4, 5, 6 B has to pick 4 somewhere, and that is only possible here when 4 is the lowest digit available. If B has to be higher than D, he cannot pick 4. So this case is also cancelled, and therefore the only 4 digits that B can pick are 5, 6, 7, 8. We had a precise case for this. Let's record it. 7 would be, okay, B would come here. 6 has to come, so B would come here. 8 has to come, so B would come here, and B would come here. Okay. We now have precise locations for B. Fine. Also, we are told in the second round C and E picked the same digit, which effectively means that in the second round there were at least 2 digits repeated. In the second round there were at least 2 digits repeated, so there is a repetition of digits in the first case, in the second case, in the fourth case, but in the third case there is no such thing. So this is definitely not the second round. This is definitely not the second round. Fine, we'll take care of C and E having the same digit at some other point. Let's go. The child who was declared the winner picked the least digit of the ceiling number in only one round, which was the third round. Okay. Now the winner of 98765, the leftmost digit sayer of 98765 is the winner. And this person has picked the lowest number in the third round. So this is definitely not the third round as well. You can also come to the conclusion this is definitely not the third round as well. Fine. We'll see who is that person, which round he picks the lowest number. For only one child was the difference between the highest digit picked and the lowest digit that he picked 8. Now see, for difference between the values of digits to be 8, the digits have to be 9 and 1. 9 and 1. And this child picked the least digit in the first round. Okay. Now see, the winner, whoever is the winner, is picking 9 here. Is picking 9 here. And the person who picked 8, the person who has a difference of 8 between the highest digit he picked and the lowest digit he picked, is also picking 9 and 1 somewhere. 9 and 1 somewhere. So it could be 9 or 1 from here, 9 or 1 from here. So it could be any of these cases. We'll see. But we can say this with confidence. This child picked the least digit in the first round. So this 98765 is definitely not the first round. And also this last one here, 76544, is not the first round, because the first round needed to have digit 1. So either of the first case or the second case is the first round. Given that one of these two is supposed to be the first round, these two cannot be the first round. So now you are also able to infer this is definitely the fourth round. This is definitely the fourth round. Cool. No one picked the same digit as D in any round, and D and E did not pick consecutive digits in any round. Okay, so D has to be lower than B, and D has to have a unique digit. So for the first number 98551, D will necessarily come here. Also D will necessarily come here. Also D will necessarily come here. In this fourth round, I don't 98765. As of now, I don't know D comes at 6 or 5. Yes, I can infer this also. No child can pick the same number across any 2 rounds, because D is picking 5 in this round. So D will necessarily come here. So D has 1, 3, 6, 5. All digits are distinct. Fine. Also, we are told D and E did not pick consecutive digits in any round. Let's look at the last setup. 76544. E can come at 4, at this 4, or this 7. Given that we know that E sorry, E and D do not have consecutive digits. E will necessarily come here, and these last two spaces will either be A or be C now. Will either be A or be C now. Okay. What else can I infer? I have exhausted all my statements. I have exhausted all my outcomes. Let us go back and read again. It is told that B picked. Okay, B is taken care of. Okay, so this is also not the second round now. This is also not the second round because we were told in the second round C and E picked the same digit. If this is not the second round, this is not the first round, this is not the second round, so this will necessarily be the third round now. This is the fourth round, this is the third round. Okay. Also, the child who declared the winner picked the least digit serial number in only one round, which was the third round. So between A and C, somebody is the winner. Between A and C, somebody is the winner. Okay. For only one child, the difference between the highest digit that he picked and the lowest digit that he picked 8. Now I know A or C cannot be at this one place. Whoever is the winner out of A and C cannot be at this one place, because then that person would have the lowest digit here and also here. So that doesn't work. But let's see. But I know whoever has got the highest digit here has also got the lowest digit here. Both these spaces, whoever has got the highest digit here has got the lowest digit here, so that the difference between the numbers that he has picked would be 8. And this child picked the least digit in the first round. Least digit is in the first round, so this will necessarily be the first round. This will necessarily be the second round. I have identification of rounds for all of these ceiling numbers. Wonderful. We were also told in each round the digit that we picked, while in the second round C and E picked the same digit. If C and E pick the same digit, this will be C or A, and this will be E or C, and therefore the only person left in the second round will be A, and therefore this is also A. And if this is A, now you can claim with certainty A will not be here. A has already got a 9, so A cannot get another 9. This will be C. If this is C, A or C here, that is okay. Fine. For the fourth round, I also know D and E don't get consecutive digits, so this will be E. If this is E, this will be what now? A is left. Okay, A is here. Now what am I left with? The first round, I'm just left with 7 and 1 identification. A, B, C. C can... Okay, see this. C and E are left. C and E are left. E has already got a 7 in round 3, so he cannot get 7 here. This will necessarily be C, and this will necessarily be E. So E or A or E, that can also be stated because 1 is 1. Let me look at every line. Have I put A, B, C, D, E everywhere? A, B, C, D, E. Yes. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D. Yes. Everything is identified. All 4 rounds. Everything is done. Let's get to individual questions. Who was the winner of the game? According to our tabulation, C is the winner of the game. Which digit did C pick in the first round? In the first round, the digit picked by C was 7. So answer to this question is 7. Who picked the least digit in the fourth round? In the fourth round, least digit was picked by A. So answer will be option A. Who among the following picked the highest digit in more than one round? The highest digit was picked by in more than one round just by C. So answer for question number 17 will be option C. For which child was the sum of digits he picked across the 4 rounds the highest? Okay. C seems like a natural candidate for this. C seems like a natural candidate for this because he has highest in 2 rounds. Let me just add up C. I am getting 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4. So 9 plus 9. So C is getting 25. Let me check others. If somebody is crossing the threshold of 25, he is getting 5 here, 1 here, 6. 6 plus 8 plus 7. 6 plus 8 plus 7 is 21. So he is out of the running. D He had 5, 6, 7, 8. He had the 4 digits 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6.5 into 4 is B is 8, 5, 7, 6. So 26. Okay. C is out of the running now. B looks more likely to win. Finally, let's look at A. A has got 9 here, 1 here, 10. 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 4, 19. He has just got 19. So he is out of the running. So the person, the child whose sum of digits that he picked across the 4 rounds the highest, the answer is option B, B itself.